Which one you want? Enterprise guide,
No,
management console.
yeah, we need management console.
Yeah.
Most of the work you will done in the management console only. Only for few steps we will use enterprise guide. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can explore the options whatever in the applications. Okay, then you have logged in this. Let me set full screen and I'm requesting control. Yeah, I think I have control right now. Hmm. So from where, from how you are working right now, what are the options you have explored as of now?
I was working on the enterprise enterprise guide. I was checking out various options over here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a project
Good.
and this is a program. So in the project properties, I was going to several different options. In the security, I gave a password here. This is a password protected for project level.
Mm-hmm.
um, this is a project logs. I try to see export log, and this is a metadata information.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Good.
code submission, I saw these two options: use grid available and parallel execution. So I was trying to know more about these stuff. There is any parallel execution of the code can be applicable. So do you know anything about these two options?
Yeah, code submission. Whenever you launch or whenever you run any code, you're supposed to specify an option like if you are just you need to enable so that your program or your script will communicate with the respective option. If you are not selecting any other option in this checkbox, it will take the default process which is configured in the cells to execute that job. If you select any specific option, then it will run your script, whatever your profile running the script. You need to be very sure. If you configure this for your profile, then it will work on your profile only. Whenever you're running any job by using your profile, then only it will applicable.
Now, what does this
Otherwise,
parallel execution on the same server do? What happens in the background when you select allow parallel execution on the same server?
parallel execution simply it will execute multiple multi programs at a time. Okay, multi-program in the sense if you run a code and inside the code it has a specific process to execute, which you need to run the code after only you need to execute the other code. It's like a dependency. What we can say dependency. Okay,
Okay.
to overcome on the dependencies, it allows you to run the job in a parallel execution mode. That means you have launched one enterprise guide application in your machine. If you want to launch one more enterprise guide application and you want to run different set of jobs in a two different enterprise guide application, then this option will help you to execute parallelly.
So, in real
You
time
got my
work
point?
environment, do we use it? You use it
No.
in your. Okay.
In real time, there is no such use of these options. By defaultly, it will connect to the environment. Whatever the environment follows, it directly connect to the respective option. Okay. So let's move on to our administration console. Today we are going to discuss regarding user management. Okay. Yeah, before
Yeah, we did
going
not
to the
talk.
class,
We did not talk much about the roles, right? I mean, roles is done.
no,
Okay.
we are going to start right now.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, in your yesterday syllabus, it was there roles yesterday also. So I thought yeah, roles is completed.
No, no, no.
So we discussed
Everything.
connection profiles, right? Yesterday
Yes,
and SAS folders.
yes.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay. You don't need to fear about if anything is missing. Not a problem. You can ask anytime. I can talk. I can tell you the things
No,
a
I'm
hundred
just
times. Not a problem.
I'm
Okay.
just for my understanding, just trying to note down what are all finished. So the
Yeah, sure.
roles, yeah.
Uh, excuse me. For
So
that reason, for that, I'm meeting. I am maintaining an Excel sheet. I have copied all the contents in Excel sheet, and I'm just marking which is done and which is not done.
okay, yeah,
So what I will do is I will share this Excel sheet with you today, or by tomorrow you will get all the two documents which we have talked earlier, and the tracker. Let's like name
yeah,
it as a tracker,
yes,
where
yes,
I will highlight the things which is done with some color. Okay, I will mention which color belongs to which. Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Carry on.
that would be very help to you to get through the contents which we are committed for this course.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
and beyond that contents, I will talk few more things which I see in regular basis in my environment.
yeah.
Okay,
Please
that would help
relate,
you to get into.
yeah, relate to your work environment, and yeah, it will be easy for me to understand, right?
Yeah, that's why you don't need to think about the contents. I will give a chance to you also to explore the options, and I will give the options where you can get the right option at the right issue.
Okay.
Okay, you will get a clear picture when you troubleshoot the issues. Okay, whenever you have any doubts, you just gather all the questions. You can ask in the class, or else you can send those questions directly to them. Then I will answer for your question. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I don't know the answer, then I will explore and I will check with my the colleagues which have the good experience on those topics, and they will help. And for that way also, I can help you out. There is no hesitation to don't hesitate to ask the questions. Just ask it. Don't keep on your mind. Okay. If you ask, then only I know that you are listening and you are working on the topics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we proceed now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm just minimizing this enterprise
No, no.
guide.
Let me open. Let me open. Yeah.
I think I can access right now.
You want me to increase
Yes.
the resolution,
Done.
screen resolution? Is it visible to you?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Okay.
Original size. Yes. Now I can see it in a clear view.
Okay.
Okay. Today, let's talk about the user manager plugin, which is a basic thing you need to know to give an access to an end user. Before going to create a user account in the SaaS, you need to know about few authentication process. Okay. If you don't mind, could you please note it down? The authentications.
Yeah. Sure.
I will just tell just the word, and you just need to explore those.
Yeah.
And if you find anything interesting, then we can talk about that.
Sure.
In SaaS, not only SaaS, in any environment, in any software, there are mainly three types of authentication process. I'm just mentioning three because I have seen three only. Okay, yeah, beyond those three, there are a lot of ways for authentications. Majorly in SaaS, they use these three different ways of authentications to access SaaS. First one is AD authentication. It's called as Active Directory authentication. Second one is Citrix access. Citrix access that is also one sort of security authentication which will provide by the security team. I mean, like a Citrix team, and those Citrix accounts are linked up with your AD authentication. All the all your authentications are configured with the AD authentication protocol only. There is no such other different authentication process. We have AD authentication protocol. Based on AD authentication, we used to apply flavors, different flavors on top of that AD authentication. Simply, I can say we use AD authentication, and we depends on the environment. They will add one more layer of security. In some organizations they use directly the AD authentication all over the environment. In some organizations they use Citrix and AD authentication to access. Some people use LADP. Okay, LDAP authentication. These are the layers of AD protocols where they can add to the security level to increase the security level to the AD authentications. You got all the three?
Yeah.
Good. If you just explore those options, if you find anything interesting, then we can talk, and I will tell you a little more about the authentications when we talk about the authentication authorization topics. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So a user account can be created in SaaS by using Management Console plugin, User Manager, which you are seeing right now. You just need to select that if you want, just like how it comes to you to create a user. It has a different way of approach in any organization. The request will come in a ticket format or a request email format or through call. There are different sort of ways to get a request to an administrator to create a user account. Okay, some follow a form, user request form. Every organization have their own templates. You can see when you step into any organization, you can easily understand, okay, what is the process they follow. You need to get into the process, then only you can work into the administration. For now, let's think you got a user request from a end user stating that they want a user account in SaaS to access a data integration studio or enterprise guide to do some development stuff. Okay, I'm just giving a simple example to you. We are going to create a user account for an enterprise guide to access enterprise guide to perform a simple analytics process. Okay, so for that you need to log into the management console with our user account. I'm just repeating once again. To create a user account, you need to log in management console by using a power user account. Right now, how to know how can you know that you are using a power account or not? Simply Simply you can check when you are logging this and management console, the name. I'm just showing in the bottom right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It is showing what account, which account? It's SAS ADM at SAS PW. That means SAS power account. Okay, which has the complete access on the environment. It's good to have the complete access in the environment, but it is highly restricted account to give a new administrator. Okay, if you do if you do any changes, even if it is a small spell correction also, it creates a major difference in the environment. Okay, so be careful whenever you are using a power account. So you need to log in this management console to a power account. So you have already created a profile by using a power account. So now we can go ahead and create a user account by using user manager plugin. To create a user manager, you just need to right click on this user manager. You can see an option named like new, where when you expand this new option, you will find three different sort of icons. One is user, second one is group, third one is roles. Each one have their own individual capabilities to work in the SaaS. Okay, and everyone is dependent. Okay, everyone is dependent on the user accounts. So now let's go and create a user account. So you just need to select, then it will ask the general information. You can say like ABC, description, and one more point. Here you just need to maintain a description where it helps you to understand for which account you have created for this. Okay, simply for the description, it is for EG analyst. EG analyst demo. If it is demo account, you just mention demo. Or if it is any analyst, tester, or any programmer, you can simply mention those options. The description which helps you to maintain a track or to maintain a format. Okay, and if you maintain a time or a date, for example, you are creating account so on so date, just mention EG analytic accounts for the group. Mention the group if you have any group and a date. Okay, that helps you to find out very easily when you created, how you created, by whom it is requested, and you can mention everything here itself. Okay, this is how you create a user account. Each organization have its own process. Okay, you just need to make sure the process, whether you're doing the perfect one, right one or not. Okay, I'm just given a name for this account like ABC, and display name also the same, ABC, and job title it's analyst. If you want to add the email address, you can add phone, you can add address, which is not at all necessary, because in a week you can get 10 to 15 accounts. Depends on the process flow, depends on your organization, depends on your user count. Okay, there is not necessary all these information need to be added or not. It all depends on your process. So you can simply, if you want, you can click on new button and you can add those options. Okay, and on each and individual tab. And here we have the second tab, which named as a groups and roles. We will talk about this just in the next 10 minutes. Let's move to the next tab. Next tab, which is the account tab. Here you can see the authentication. What I have mentioned you yesterday, it will automatically takes to the authentication domain as a default auth. If you want to create a different sort of authentication procedure, then you just need to name it and create a authentication process. How you are going to create and how it works, you will see when you create a new process. Okay, right now I'm just just closing this process. Let's go with the default one. Okay, let's create a basic user account. Then we can explore the options. So can please minimize this option?
What do you want?
I just want to just do you remember a SaaS account?
Yeah.
Any SaaS account?
SaaS demo.
Yeah, SaaS demo.
Demo
The user
one.
ID. Yeah, one second. Demo one and the password. It will automatically pull the password if the user account is exist. Okay, the default authentication process, which is configured in background in the Unix level, it will pull the same authentication into the SaaS. I will show you, I will tell you where and how it is configured and how it will update at the right time. Okay? When we are talking about the troubleshooting, then you can explore those options and those files. Okay? Just be patient. You will definitely know everything in it. Okay, just you have specify user ID. If you want, you can provide the password. Even though if you give the password or if you're not giving the password, it doesn't matter. It will automatically takes the authentication from this default auth. Okay. Just click OK. It will create an account with the authentication domain as a default auth. And the option you can see here, the create internal account. Internal account C, which can be named as a power account. Automatically you see the SaaS PW.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a power account. If you want to convert this user account to a power account, then you need to create an internal account in this option. Here you need to give the password. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a password. Okay, and here you have a few options how you are going to use a disable account once you log in, or some account expiration date, or set a custom password period, how many dates is supposed to expire. Okay, you can easily understand by reading these options. And you can see whatever the options we have, and you can configure according to the requirement. Most probably we are not going to select any option in this page until unless they mention to you to do so. Okay, I have creating an internal account, and it will add to the accounts tab as an additional component. Just clicking OK. Okay, you just need to update. Okay, now you can see internal account is connected to this account. Okay, and move to the next tab, authorization tab, where you need to add the default groups. First is SaaS users, other one is administrator, why it is not selected. Yes, you need to select the appropriate group or appropriate variables into the selected identities. Okay, just select, move, and after that SaaS administrators also needed. These are the basic things which are required to perform the regular maintenance. These accounts will do the regular maintenance. Whenever they refresh the entire library, then it will refresh the user libraries also. Some users will save their own personal libraries in their folders. If you want to update the entire, just want to do a refresh of the entire table structure, then you need to be a group member to that user account. Then only the action will perform. Otherwise, it will not perform and it will remain same. And the latest updates will affect the system when the respective user logs into that machine.
You have selected an administrator also. What is that? What have I have selected a SaaS administrator? That is a user, right? Rest all three are
Yes,
groups.
yes, exactly. I will tell you why I had it. I just clicked OK. See, these are the groups.
Okay.
Public group which have only the read option. If you don't want to give the read option for this account to any other person, you just uncheck it. That's it. It will uncheck the option. And the system services, they need the read option only. And for the administrator groups, see the effective permissions, the group administration has the user administration capabilities. Okay. This group will have the complete access on that group. Why you have asked why you have added the administrator person in here.
Yeah.
Because see, by defaultly, even though the group doesn't have the options, I have selected these options, right? The group doesn't have the complete options, but administrator have. By defaultly, this SaaS administrator account is nothing but your SaaS power account. It has the complete access on the environment. If he wants to delete the user from the SaaS, he can do it without any restriction. For that reason only, you have added the SaaS administrator account, and this account is nothing but your account if you are an administrator. Okay.
Then why what is the need of group again? You can only use a user, right? Why do you have to group again and a user again? What's the reason for two?
This is for super user, for
Okay.
a power account. This for a common group where the SaaS administrators located. Okay, let's for example, for your clear understanding, you are the main person of the SaaS. Just take your name as SME, and you have the two freshers in your group and two L2 level and two L3 level, and you are the expert. If you give the same permissions for the L3 level, then fine. If you give the same permission, same authentication to a fresher, then what happens? You can't control it, right? And here the power accounts will configure in this individual user power accounts will configure in this SaaS administrator group only.
See, that I
So that
understand. The user you are putting it under SaaS administrator group, that is fine. My only doubt is what is SaaS administrator user doing in here, because you have created a user account and you are assigning that user account to these particular groups, right?
no. That's how that's creating a confusion.
See, just tell me what you have done right now. I did not understand because
Yeah, sure, definitely. Authorization means you are giving permission to a other person to take the control on this user account, or to take the control of the data which is created by this user account. Do you understand?
okay.
Authorization means the user account which we are creating. If you want to change the permissions of that user, these account members, whatever the groups, whatever the persons we have added here, they can change the permissions for that particular user. Not the it doesn't mean the user is added to the administrator groups. Okay,
Okay.
that's why.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
that's why I
So
told you I will tell you groups and roles later.
only these people have the
Uh,
right to access that particular user which you are just creating.
yes, exactly. Now you understand, right?
Okay.
Now come back to the second tab, which is groups and roles. Here, whatever the options you want to provide to this new user, you need to add that particular user in this group. Okay. Now this new user will be a member of this group. You got right now?
Yes.
Good. I'm just uncheck the roles to find out the groups. So these are the SaaS groups we have. So for a DI dashboard administrators, this is the group. For dashboard users and web service users, as per the process, as per the requirement, you can easily add this groups. You can add the user in these groups. Okay.
Now
For your question,
our
for your,
requirement is enterprise guide analyst user, right? So which group should we add?
yeah, it's like a BI. It's a DI dashboard users or SaaS general system services. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to zoom the screen. See, BI means business intelligence applications. Okay, if you add this, each group have their own responsibilities. Okay, these are the default user groups where the users can be a member to work with the SaaS applications. Even though it is a thin client or thick client, they can work it out. And next step, you need to assign the roles for them. The role. They will be there if they are group member of these groups, then only it enables. For example, we have a different sort of roles here. You are just need to select the appropriate role, and you can assign this to that user. Okay, now the user have the analytics access. If he is doing any programming, you just need enterprise programming. That's it. Okay.
So
He will have the
all these details we will get in the request that this should be added to this group, or this decision we need to make as to what which group the user must be added to.
everything, every information will be shared to you very clearly, and they have a process. Okay. uh, Once you step into that process, only you can see all the structure, how they design the formats and the forms, whatever this shared with the administrator when the time of creation a user or a library or a table. Okay. You don't need to fear. every Everywhere you will find a complete end to end process documents. Okay. For example, if you are join any company, you just need to ask, I need a process document, SOPs. Until unless I can't do anything, until unless see the documents, you are not going to do anything on their organization. Okay. Each organization have their own way of way of work or way of style. Okay. And these groups and roles are given by the SAS itself. If you want to create an individual group, you can create the groups. That's why we have three different options in the user manager. Okay, so we just added these group and roles for this particular user, and we just click OK. Then it will create a user account in this SAS user manager. I just clicked on that. Okay. We have created, you just need to do a refresh, then you can see. Right click, then is nothing. Right click, refresh. See, you have created a user account here. Got it?
Yeah. What is the user ID password for this account?
I have configured with the default auth, and the password which I have set for this internal account. If you want to use this as an internal account, then it would be 123456. That's the password. And user account for the as an internal, it will like a SAS demo at SAS PW power account.
If you don't want to use an internal account.
Just skip the step. If you want, you can add this account to the internal account, which is not at all a mandatory thing. Okay, and it is restricted if you're creating any new user or a new user. It is only create where to an administrators only. Okay. I just want to tell you what are the options you can see in the user at the time of user creation.
When we get a user request, we create all these steps and everything is fine.
Yes.
Which user ID password will that user have? They have their own unique user ID password for their login.
But yes, for that reason only we have select the default auth.
Okay.
They don't need to create any separate user ID password to access SAS, because it is linked up with the default authentication in backend. So user can log in directly with their desktop IDs, or in some situations this default auth will have a different sort of access or different way of connection, or different, simply I can say different password. Okay. If you want to give a different password for this user account, even though if you set the default auth, you can give a specific user ID password here. Okay. If you want to give a password like 12345678910 or 190 for this user account, even though if you marked as a default auth, it will not create any problem to you. But you need to share this user ID and password for that particular user, and you need to mention that this is the user ID for SaaS and this is a password to log into the SaaS. And whenever the user logging into the SaaS, he is supposed to use the password which you have shared with him in all the SaaS applications, not only one. Whatever the application he is accessing, he is supposed to enter this password which you have configured right now.
So
If you're not,
what do we do usually? I mean, do we give the password also, or we just give the default auth and user ID in usual
we will
cases?
in usual cases we will keep default auth as an authentication process.
And just create the
Okay?
user ID.
Yes. Simple thing. Just click on new user, give a user ID, which and they will give the user ID also. This user ID should look like this. For example, you are Hemant and Hemant Kumar. They just you they will suggest a name user ID for you.
Yeah,
And
understood that.
just like
Yeah,
HK H Kumar something like.
yeah.
You need to, and here it is a main thing. Whenever you're creating a user account, all the alphabets would be in small case.
Okay.
To be in a safer side, just use a smaller case. Okay. Even though if you give a capital, it works, but sometimes it create a problem. So keep all the words in a lower case to be in a safer side. Even though they will share in the lower case only. See, so this is how you create a user account in SaaS. You got the steps?
Yeah.
Good. Now let's move. Yes, these are the changes. Okay, you have created it. Let's one second, Hemant. I'm just getting call from office. Not sure what happened, what they have burned. Okay, 1 second, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Prasad, what happened? Yeah, not again. Okay. I will log in. I will check it. Just give me some time. Okay. Is Karen available there? How come, yeah? He's supposed to give the support, right? Yeah, Hemant.
Yeah.
Sorry, yaar. Same thing is going on. The person who's supposed to help, he is not at all in. Came the office.
Okay.
I need to log in again. So, okay, let's talk regarding the other two options. Maybe I may disconnect in the next 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because he is sharing his screen. I need to switch to the other screen. Okay, I may not continue.
Okay.
Sorry for this. Okay, I you know right production. You can't do it. Okay, coming to this options for the second option, which is a group. When you if you want to create a specific bunch of people with the same access, then you can create a group in SAS. Okay, if you just if you want to give for a SAS analyst group, and you just need to do the description. I can't see this. It's very small.
Yeah, I mean that you can leave it. You can just proceed with the next steps because that is not mandatory, right? We can give any description.
Yeah, analyst group, and here I'm just coming to the next tab, which is named as members. Okay, if you search, if you want to search any specific user, you can search, and contains. You can just give the contents with a and search. It will give the search result, and you can add those particular user in this group. And here you can also apply a specific options for this particular group. You can also add like this also. Okay, analytics and programming. You are added here, and you can add the groups also if required. This is a shortest way to give access for a particular user for a existing group.
Can a role be part of a group?
Sorry,
Can a role be part of a group?
no, role is different, group is different. Okay, you can see how it look like, the difference how it looks. Okay, role role it has a specific restrictions in it, but in a group, it what if you add any specific option in that group, all the members of the group will have the same access. If you want to restrict any user or any user group with a specific role, then you can configure by using a role. We will talk right now for this role. Okay, and it has the same authentication. Yes, you need to create a user which has which is the main account for this group, like a SAS demo where all the users have the access on this. All the members of the SAS administrator groups, they can they can log in through this account.
What is this account?
Just here, this group this group will help the users to log into the SAS. Okay, and here the authentication. If you want to give a group member ID, whatever the member in this group, you can give any one of the ID. It will allow all the users, because one user is have the access on this group. It allows the complete users to access the same. Or else you can add a member in a SAS administrator group or SAS users. They will have the complete permissions which is assigned for this group. Okay, I just mentioned a user name here. Okay, 2 or 3. Just for your understanding, just click on OK, And here in authentication, you need to add those particular options, whatever you needed, SaaS and SaaS users. SaaS users are nothing but the end users who are using the SaaS.
What is
All the
public?
SaaS, all the SaaS users are come under this SaaS users.
What is public?
Public who are external users of SaaS. Okay,
What is the difference between public and SaaS users?
SaaS users who have the account in SaaS. Coming to the public, the user accounts, they can log, for example, if you give an access to an external person who is not at all a SaaS member, who doesn't have the access, even though he want to explore SaaS, you can give an option in a public to read the SaaS. Okay, public, simple, like it's like a account manager who is a public account. I'm just giving an example to you. Let's take a account manager. He is not at all related to technical person. He just want to be a private member of the SaaS, and he don't want to consume a SaaS account, because this those SaaS account can be given to the new user who is mostly required. At that point, we will add those people in a public. By that, he can log into the environment. From there, he can use his public account in any machine which contains the SaaS applications in it. He can launch and he can try to connect the SaaS. It will allow the particular public user, simple like a demo user. He can't do anything, but he can log in. He can log in into the machine and he can see the SaaS options. That's it. And there is no any option that he can perform in SaaS. That's just like he's a public user. That's it. And if he's added in the SaaS users account, he will have the complete first level access, where he can perform some activities, or he can perform simple activities like create a program and save it in SaaS. This is the difference between the public and SaaS. Do you got it, or it's still confusing to you?
No, got it.
Okay. Don't get confused in this topics. Most probably, the SaaS users and publics are a default groups. Both are looks the way you see is different, but the backend work terminology, it is almost similar. In some cases, it has some restrictions for the public. In some cases, SaaS users have the complete access on the SaaS environment. That's it. Not only all, only just few. And there is no, so you do not need to take more concentrate on those top points. So administrators and administrator groups, and if it is belongs to any web related services, then you need to add the web. Once there is web, you need to add the web. Then it will work for the web users also. Just click OK and just check the permissions for the SaaS administrator account, whether it has the complete access or not, and SaaS admin group have or not. Then you just click on OK. Just added login. So you just see what it is telling. I can't able to read it.
You have just added logins to an identity group. You will not be able to view the logins unless you are a member of this group or the unrestricted user. Means?
Yeah, this one, accounts one. we need to give the ABC here. Could you please read it out?
You are adding an additional account to default auth domain. For consistency, it is recommended that you list only one account per authentication domain. Do you still want to continue?
Okay. And you can delete this. Now just try to OK. You have just added logins to
Same.
identify and just click on OK. 1 second. I'm just refreshing it, then you can understand why it is popping like this. Okay. You have created a group which named as a SAS analyst. If you open it, if I just check the properties, the account which is a member of this group, it's supposed to have that account in this, and the authentication will work as a default authentication. Okay. In some situations, it prompts few options here, but you can simply go ahead and save any user account in the part of this group. Whatever you're going to create, you just need to add those account steps, or you can create account by using the SAS Power accounts. Okay, they just need an account information to authenticate with the SAS. Okay, and it will not take more influence on the groups. It only matters about the group members. Okay, it may little confuse to you. When you work on this, then you can easily understand.
But you still got an error, right?
Hello. Yeah, 1 second, Hemant. Okay, I'm just checking for. Yeah, Hemant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just try to explore these options. Okay, I have to join the office call right now. Okay. Hemant.
Yeah.
I'm planning to take the class tomorrow around 12 p.m. in the afternoon. Are you fine with it? India time. I'm talking about India time. That means it would be like a midnight to you.
2:30.
Is it fine?
It's 2:30.
Yeah. So I don't think so. It is a good idea. So your wish. If you want, I can take the class, or else we can take a little lengthy class tomorrow in the night. In the same time.
No, you
Which
can
options
schedule,
are?
no problem. I can join.
You can.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. 2:30 is not a big deal.
Yeah, because the e-corp people also saying like we don't want to disturb the student in the middle of the night.
No,
So for that reason, I just want to confirm with you.
no,